Hi, Wellbeing Warrior. Today our workout is going to be focusing on shoulders and core, but there's going to be a bit of everything in here. Let's start with a warm-up on our hands and knees. We're going to perform cat and cow. Start with a neutral spine and inhale. As you exhale, tuck your head and shoulders towards the hips, scooping up through the belly. Inhale, then exhale and perform cow stretch, stretching hips back, chest forward and head up. Inhale, center. Exhale, tuck the head and shoulders and scoop in through the core. Inhale, center. And then exhale, open the hips back, heart forward and look up. From here, side flexion, look around your right shoulder towards your right hip. Inhale and return to center. Exhale and to the left, look around the left shoulder, bend in the waist, look at the hip. One more on each side. Exhale, bending to right. Inhale, center. And exhale, bending to left. Awesome work. Rock back to your heels and stretch the arms forward, moving into a child's pose. If the shoulders feel too tight for this, stack the hands under the forehead or open the hands out onto the ground next door to your mat, creating a wide V above the body. Scooping in through the core, roll up gently through the spine onto the knees, and we're going to work our shoulders and our quads. You're going to need your hand weights for this. I've got 1 kilo hand weights. If you want to go heavier or lighter, it's up to you. You're going to lift the arms up to shoulder height and lean backwards, squeezing on through the core and glutes. Hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears, neckline long. Bring the body forward, lower the arms and take 5 arm flies. Out to the side, just to the shoulder height. Exhale, float up. Inhale and lower. Exhale, float up. Inhale and lower. After your last one, lift the arms back up, engage the core, squeeze the glutes and lean back again, holding for another 5 to 10 seconds. Reach the weights out away from the chest. Keep holding. And slowly return to center. Another round of arm flies. Exhale, working the deltoid to lift the arm. Inhale and soften. Notice that my chest is right over my hips here. I'm still really thinking about my posture, using the core to control my balance as I maintain an elongated spine. Palms facing the ground, lift the arms up in front of the chest, lean back again, and we hold 5 to 10 seconds. The further back you lean, the harder the workout is going to be. Choose a lean that you know you can hold. Don't forget that core. 3, 2, 1, and slowly back to center. Arm flies again. Third round, we're going to be doing 5 in total. Here we go. Round 4. Shoulders away from ears, arms up, lean backwards. Keep reaching the crown of the head up and out away from the shoulders. Ground through the knees and shins on the mat. You'll notice that I'm not in as far lean here. I'm definitely struggling. It's the repetitions that get you. 5 arm flies now. Now, of course, the heavier weight, the harder the work on the muscle. So just choose a weight that feels right for your body and also for how you feel today. It's okay to feel different day to day. Here we go, final round. Lift the arms, lean back, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, shoulders away from ears, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up to center. Palms of the hands face down to the ground as we lift out. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift out. Inhale, lower. Last 3. 2. And lucky last 1. Fantastic, well-being warrior. Roll through your shoulders a few times. Open up the joints again. We're going to place the weights off to the side and we're going to be in a plank next. You can take your plank on your hands or your forearms. I'm going to do forearms today. Gently lengthen the legs out behind you, and from here we're going to do a step out from side to side. I'm going to step to the right and back to center, step to the left and back to center, alternating right and left. The further you step out to the side, the more challenging it is for the legs and core. So you notice that I'm stepping just off onto the grass next to my mat. If you want to keep it smaller, just step out to the edge of the mat and back. Also notice that I'm not really moving my pelvis up and down. I'm trying to maintain balance and a nice straight line, or as close to straight as possible, between my pelvis and shoulders. Now we're doing 10 repetitions in total. Right and left is 1 rep, so it's 20 taps all up. Last 2. Last 1. Woo! Awesome work. Lower the knees down, then gently lower the pelvis, keep the elbows under the shoulders and open up through the front of the chest. This is Sphinx pose. Gently press the body up and reset yourself for another round of plank. Elbows or hands under shoulders, lengthen the legs out behind you. Pelvic twist here to work the obliques and a single leg lift. We alternate. Right hip dip, right leg lift, left hip dip, and left leg lift. 10 in total. When you come back to center, squeeze the glutes tight. Keep the core muscles engaged the whole time. Shoulders down away from ears. Last one to the left. Awesome. Lower the knees, gently lower the body, opening out the top half for Sphinx pose again. We've got one more plank workout exercise here. Pressing the body up to reset. Hands under shoulders or elbows under shoulders. You could be on the knees if you need, or you can tuck the toes and lift the legs. We're going to rock forwards and backwards here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 10 in total. Push through the toes, pull back through the heels. If you've got the knees on the ground, your movement will be a little bit smaller. Might be easier to just hold a static plank as well. Draw the shoulders away from ears and then press back into a child's pose and take a breather. Scooping in through the belly and gently rolling up into a kneeling posture. We're going to do a side lying series. I'm going to prop my head up on my hand, but you can have the arm long if you want. Balance on fingers or side thigh. Inhale. As you exhale, do a double leg float. Inhale, lower. Exhale and float up. Inhale and float down. Imagine that your legs are super glued together or velcroed together. Notice that there's no gap between my inner thighs or my feet. I'm keeping my legs together. I'm almost feeling like there's a suction happening between my legs. 10 lifts in total. Then we're going to lift the legs and do a scissor. One leg goes forward, the other one back. Return to center and then swap. Inhale. Exhale, one leg forward, one leg back. Inhale, center. Exhale and swap. And we're going to do 10 of these in total. Keep the hips stacked. Work the core to help you balance. And of course, hand on side thigh is the challenge option. Keep your top shoulder away from your ear. Last one. Now we're going to do a pulse. Open the legs into your scissor and pulse the top leg down and the bottom leg up. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, then separate the legs and pulse top leg down and bottom leg up. And notice how it's a small and slow pulse. 3, 2, 1. Legs together and lowering down. And relax. Bend the knees, tuck them forward, and then press the body up. Let's transition and go to the other side. Exactly the same exercises. Legs together, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. We have a double leg float. Exhale up, inhale down. And you're at halfway. 5 more. Lifting the legs up, separate one leg forward and one leg back, then come to center and change. We inhale at center, exhale open. Inhale center, exhale open. Keep the hips stacked. If you want that challenge, place your hand on the top thigh. Engage the core muscles to help you balance. Remember, only 10 of these. Then we're doing our split with a pulse. Inhale center, exhale open, pulse the legs together. One leg up, one leg down. 3, 2, 1. Then bring the legs together, change, new scissor, and slow pulse. Last 2 and 1, and legs back together. And then let's bend the knees, bring the legs forward, and push up to sitting. Fantastic. From here, soles of feet together and knees open. Hold on to either the ankles or underneath the feet and bounce the legs up and down. We call this butterfly wing opening. I also want to do an exercise that unwinds the hips. Sit with your feet a little bit wider than your pelvis, lean back on your hands, and then rotate the legs by just moving the knees and thighs. Notice that I'm not shifting my feet, hence why I've taken the feet wide. Each time you move the pelvis and the knees, we're rotating in the hip socket, helping to create some more openness. Do about 6 to 8 of these in total. Then we want to stretch out our hamstrings. Sit lengthways on your mat, legs extended in front of the hips. Inhale, arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Hold for a couple of deep breaths. You don't have to hold as low as me. You can hold on to the shins or ankles. Scooping in through the belly, gently roll up to sitting, and we're going to prep our body for some tricep stretches. Coming up onto your knees. Lifting one arm up and over the head, hold on to the elbow and pull the elbow back behind the head. You can also reach the arm round and grip the fingers to stretch through both internal and external shoulder rotators. After a couple of deep breaths, change sides. And then we'll finish with a neck stretch. Pull your head up on an angle towards the sky, dropping opposite shoulder away from the ear. Changing sides. Keep breathing deeply. Full inhalation and exhalation. And back to center. If you need to take any more stretches, now's a great time to do so. Otherwise, find a comfortable place to sit. Thank you so much for joining me in the practice. I wish you a beautiful day or evening ahead. Goodbye, well-being warrior.